Hello everyone and welcome back to How to RA2, the Robot Arena tutorial series where I try to spit some nonsense and then fans correct me in the comments. If you're ever unsure about a topic of one of the videos, look down in the comments and I'm sure other fans that know more than me will be sure to correct me and help me out, which I'm very thankful for them doing that. Today's video, I've had a lot of questions about component freedom, where to get it, where to put it in your files, and then how to use it. So we're going to make a quick little video to show where to get it, where to put it, and how to use it. So first off, of course, you gotta go get the files that allow you to do component freedom. So let's go to a little friendly website, GameTechMods.com. If you've never seen this site before, it is a great website. There is so much that you can get here. You can get new parts, new arenas, you can get the action cam, component freedom, you can get different types of Robot Arena, like the Robot Wars mod, the DSL mods. There's so much here, and this is one of the most helpful sites if you're new to the game. So what we want is component freedom. So we go to downloads. The downloads tab will then open up with all of these different categories: working game, game patches. There's where you can get arenas, you can get different components that you can add in. The one we want for component freedom is under game patches. Click on game patches and you get a list of all kinds of different stuff that will obviously help patch the game. And then the one you were looking for is RA2 Component Freedom Final. So you click on that, then you come to this screen, and here's what it looks like. Here's a quick little description of what you are allowed to do with component freedom. Bypass the weight limit, one of the best ones. You are not allowed to go over 800 kilograms. Is that what the measurement is for the game? You're not allowed to go above that when you're making a big ass heavyweight. This allows you to just throw that out the window and build whatever weight you want. Bypass the 7 component limit. You ever try and make some kind of extender contraption, say like a beak for a clamp bot like Razor, and you hit 7, there's nothing more you can do, because you get the base plate anchor, then if you add on 7, you're boned. Allow component attachment to any other attachment point. This is one of the great things. So let's say you've got your Z-Tech motor and you've got the green point on the back and then the one underneath. Well, let's say you attach a Z-Tech motor from the attachment point from the bottom, so now your motor is facing upward. Well, you can attach stuff on wherever you want. If there's a green attachment point, you can put a part on it, basically. Allow component intersection. This is great for making more compact bots like, say, Storm 2, the one that the Seaborg has made for us. I will show a quick picture of that now. Very, very compact. Every motor, every wheel, every battery inside each other. It's kind of hard to see things when you're building this way, but if you turn your camera, you zoom in and out, you really fine-tune your work and you're patient, you can work around it fairly well. So right here underneath the title, you'll see the zip file, so go ahead and click on that and your computer should automatically download it. And as you can see, mine is going in the bottom left, RA2 CF final.zip. We'll wait for that to download and we'll come right back. Alright, we are back. The file has downloaded. We're gonna go open it up. It will be in my downloads folder. So we're in my downloads folder. You can see a lot of different stuff here. Tito pictures, Sam pictures, Tito videos, a bunch of bots in folders that I don't remember who sent them to me, or what they are, or what if they belong on DSL or stock. There's some soccer pictures. There's a lot of crap here. So you already know you're gonna have to unzip. So we're gonna create a new folder here and call it Tito is a cat, because Tito is a cat. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Here's what we are looking for, RA2CF-final.zip. We right click on it and click on extract files. We get a little window that pops up. Let's click on extract and replace files. Obviously that means if there's a same name file, it's going to overwrite that. And then overwrite mode, you can ask before, or you can just hit, hey, do it, I don't care. You can have it rename automatically or just automatically skip those. We're gonna ask before overwrite, but we should be fine. Then on the right side here, you can tell it where you wanna go. So we want it to go to downloads, Tito is a cat. Click OK. Files will be extracted into Tito is a cat. So the README has very important information. Depending on what your computer is, which one is going to work for you. So if you have a Mac, you can't pick the first one I'm going to talk about. That is Surge Patcher. It allows you to easily enable and disable the mods, but it only works on Windows, and that's the recommended one. So if you've got a Windows computer, you go with Surge Patcher. If you don't, then you need to choose Static, which is all mods permanently enabled. This will make building difficult. Works on Linux, Mac OS X with Wine. So we will click on this Surge Patcher one, and look, it also has an important README. So let's take a look at it. Here are the steps. So move the arenas /surgepatcher PYD and Arena Surge Patcher Freedom PY files into your RA2 Arenas folder. Just click back on this, Arenas, these are the two. And now you've got to go find your game files. I'm going to show you, of course, the path I have. For some reason, I put it in Documents. Then I've got RA2 Stock. And it goes down to the Robot Arena version 1.4 file. And here are my vanilla stock files. I would add it into the Arenas folder if I wanted to do this, but of course, I've already done it, so don't worry. Now, see at the bottom of my screen here, I've got the little Robot Arena 2 logo. That's the shortcut. But that is for normal stock, not Component Freedom. When you want to use Component Freedom, you have to go into your folders of the game. Here's obviously all the normal stuff. Scroll down a little bit and you should see this, ra2cf.exe. You click on that and that will open up the game, but it will allow you to construct with Component Freedom with all the benefits that we read out earlier. We're going to click on that. We're going to show you some bot builds. So now that we've got Component Freedom in, you're probably thinking, okay, what are some uses for it? Well, let me show you. One thing that Component Freedom is good for is weapon stacking when it's necessary. As you know, flippers are probably the most difficult bot to build in the game by normal means. So let's take a look at Dom the Seaborg's Apollo here, slightly deconstructed, but we're going to deconstruct it a little bit more because as you can see, there are a couple burst motors here within each other, and we're going to go ahead and continue to dissect because there's a lot more. I clicked on the wrong piece. There's a lot here to look at. I'm hitting the button every time, but you see the pieces aren't disappearing because I'm pretty sure there's like 4 motors in this Apollo. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. 4 motors. Look at that. So that is what it is good for, making a very powerful flipper. Another thing Component Freedom can be good for is wheel stacking. What do I mean by that? We'll take a look at this ankle biter that you haven't seen for a very, very long time. We've got the reversible angle motors in here. We've got 1 wheel attached. Now, obviously, wheels are a very important part of your robot that you don't want damaged. Well, now with Component Freedom, there are 2 ways to beef up your bot and protect it a little bit more. Let me show you what I mean. First one, we're going to grab a black extender. We're going to attach it to the motor. Now notice how it goes through the wheel. 2 things you can do with that. First, you can put on another wheel if you want. And now, boom. If this outside wheel gets taken off, it doesn't affect the one on the inside. So, theoretically, if you're getting smacked on the wheels, you've got a lot longer lifespan. Or if you want your wheels to actually cause some damage when getting attacked as a form of self-defense, you could put a spike, kind of recreating the buzzard wheels in a way, but these spikes will actually cause your opponent some damage if they hit it. Another great use for Component Freedom is if you want to build a more compact, smaller robot but have all of the power that a bigger bot can have. So here's Storm 2 again. Let's open them up. Look at all of those pieces crammed in together. And it's quite a mess, but it works. You can see though how all of these pieces are overlapping each other because of Component Freedom's allowance of that. Another great use of Component Freedom is placement. Now, here is our Robot Wars Reborn Cup champion Supernova in the bot lab here, and you can see that he's always had this issue where this blade is supposed to be another little ways down, kind of right where my cursor is moving here. I don't know if you can see the cursor if I have enabled that. But with Component Freedom, I can take this motor, I can stick it partway out like this to get the distance correct, but then I can also say lift it up a bit. I can take an extender and attach it to the green attachment point at the bottom of the Z-Tech motor. Then I can go ahead and take a disc. Let's make this a little bigger for Supernova. Attach it to the extender. Now it's a little more central. It's not all the way at the top like you saw before. This still isn't perfect, but you can do better. Another good use for Component Freedom is to help make your bots look better. Here is Petunia, the 2018 BattleBots participant that also has been seen in predictions. And all of the work here for Component Freedom, well, besides having these motors stick out, is in the beak. Because now, without having to worry about the limit of 7 or parts intersecting each other, you can take extenders and slowly shape your beak, if you're making a beak bot, how you want. Or you can use the extenders to protect your wheels, like said before, or make all kinds of different appearance things. And the best part about Component Freedom is the endless possibilities. Here are just a few examples I've shown you, but with some patience and some creative thinking, you can come up with all kinds of wacky stuff about how to make your bots better with the use of component freedom. It's a brilliant tool, and with a lot of practice of using it, you will be a master in no time. Hopefully these tips help you out. Hopefully everything works for you. Loyal subs, if I've left anything out, you know what to do. Leave them in the comments. If you didn't get a lot of help from this video, other people, go ahead and take a look at the comments, because there will be a lot of exchange back and forth of more helpful information. That is all though for this episode. Next time we're going to talk about how to build bots like Apollo, nice flipper, lifter, launcher bots, because there are a few things to consider when you are trying to make an effective one. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new here, and we'll see you next time. I think I can say with confidence I don't fear Tornado anymore. He's not that good.
Fuck off, you donkey-raping shit-eater!
Hey, we got it again! I can't deny him twice, though. You want a happy ending? Here you go.
2 hours later.